Air travel has taken a hit during the pandemic, but as the industry does start to recover a bit, the Fresno airport is taking steps to protect passengers and employees. We spoke to the top official at Fresno Yosemite International to learn more about the new health and safety measures that are in place. And we welcome in Kevin Michael, Director of Aviation for Fresno Yosemite International Airport. Kevin, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. To be honest, the pandemic obviously causing a lot of fear for people who are thinking about traveling. What is the airport doing to make people feel safe and comfortable if they do need to or want to travel outside the Fresno area?
Well, that's a great question, and we've actually been monitoring this situation since January. And in fact, late January, we started putting extra cleaning protocols in place at the airport. For example, all the restrooms, all the high-touch areas, counters, seating, any place anybody will touch, and on a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week basis. Unfortunately, we manufacture our own cleaning product that kills 99.9% kill rate. And so we already had the product in place. We ramped up its production. And so starting late January, we really hit everything really hard. And then from there, it was really a progression, meaning, the masks. All the staff started wearing masks. And then social distancing, that's a big, big deal. I mean, between masks and social distancing, that really, I think, is the most impactful. And if you go out to the airport, you'll find that we've got a lot of signage, stickers on the ground, stanchions saying, hey, stay on this side, stay on that side, to keep people distanced from each other. So, and we are really staying in close contact with the CDC, state and local health officials to make sure we're employing the latest guidance that's out there.
So are masks required, and is this enforced in some way? As you know, if you go to any public place, sometimes you see people wearing masks and sometimes they don't. Is this actually being enforced once you step foot into the airport?
So they are required. The airlines do require them to fly, and the airlines have masks available either at the ticket counters or at the gate itself. We ask and require masks to be worn once you enter the facility. We've got masks available. If we see somebody or if a staff person sees somebody without a mask, we'll say, hey, look, if you don't have a mask, we've got them for you. Here they are, no charge. And so we really strongly encourage people to wear their masks. And the airlines are following through with that as well as they get onto the flight.
That's right. Many of them are. So as the airport started implementing these changes and these new cleaning protocols, how has that impacted the number of travelers going into and flying into and out of the airport? Are you seeing your numbers grow?
Yeah, actually quite a bit. April was the low point. We were down compared to last year about 93%. In other words, 7% of what we had last year. We started seeing a slow uptick in May. Then in June, it really started taking off. We ended up at June at about 33% of what we had last year. And the airlines are all adding flights back. July, starting this month, the bookings and the seats in our market are now up 64% as compared to what they are last year. So we are seeing more people flying. We're seeing the airlines react to it. And of course, the airlines know first. They know the bookings. They know what the numbers are. So they are responding to that by adding in more seats and adding in more flights. Portland is coming back starting this week. Seattle, third flight daily is coming back. And so all the airlines, Aeromexico is coming back starting tonight. So we're starting to get towards normalcy. We're not there, but it's all heading in the right direction.
Yes. Is there any way to anticipate what holiday travel is going to look like? I know that's always the busiest time of year. Will it be, are you anticipating a very vibrant, busy holiday travel season? And will that create more difficulties in trying to maintain the safety protocols that you have in place?
Well, we do anticipate this coming weekend, for example, to be busier than we have ever been since we came into this situation back in April, late March. But we reconfigured a lot of our lobby area to create a lot of space for lines. When people go and fly, especially the early morning and the late evening rushes, what they'll see is longer lines, but those lines are actually moving just as quickly as before. It's just that people are more spread out. And we do currently have plenty of real estate within the building to accommodate these long lines. It looks ominous, but really it goes as quickly as it has before.
They're not weaving in and out the way they typically are when you're trying to get through the TSA. It's just one straight line. Is that what you're saying?
It's one straight line. In fact, in certain key areas where you might have cross traffic, we create large gaps, like please wait here, and then when a space opens up on the other side of this gap, as you're in this TSA line, you go ahead and move forward. So it really creates open space in a few areas where you may have some cross traffic.
What do you I know we're all kind of we're not sure what the future holds, but there's so much focus months down the road when a vaccine is developed and new treatments that may be available for coronavirus. Do you anticipate maybe easing up on some of these safety protocols once there is a vaccine, or is this just good practice moving forward into the future?
Well, there's no question this is really good practice, and we have no plans to ease up. What we are doing, though, is staying very closely connected to the CDC, state and local health officials to really follow in their footsteps with regard to these recommended measures. So, in 6 months from now and 9 months from now, if things change or adjust, whether it's loosened up or tightened up, we're going to be on top of it as they put this information out.
All right, it's all good to know. Thank you so much to Kevin Michael, Director of Aviation for Fresno Yosemite International. We appreciate your time. Thank you.